Hey folks, wanted to bring you a short video today to show you a couple new items that I've got here. Now the one on the left, this is a Fisher Space Pen, which most of you who own one probably recognize this packaging or the logo there. Now this I actually have had this for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. This came from a very good friend on Instagram. I'm not sure if he's got a YouTube channel. I think just Instagram. He goes by the name Big Mondo G1. Also looks like Big Man Dog 1. Not sure which way he pronounces it. But he gave this to me. This was a gift just out of the blue. He just said, do you have a Fisher Space Pen? And I said no. And then he said, well, hey, keep an eye on your mailbox. And just 3-4 days later, this appeared in the mail. I recorded a video of this. It was actually, an unboxing, new purchase video. I have no idea where the video went. I've looked on my camera, I've looked on my computer. It seems to have disappeared. So, Mondo, I'm sorry that I lost the original video, but hopefully, I'll kind of show it off here in the nice gift box that you sent me, and hopefully this will kind of make up for it. So, just pretend that I just took this out of a brand new package. And so here you have it, the Fisher Space Pen. This is the model number 400B, the B standing for black matte, which is the finish on the pen itself. Comes in this really great little gift box. It's got this little moonscape on the front there, the American flag with the astronaut, and you see the Earth in the background, of course. And then inside, this is just a little sleeve. Out slips this little plastic case, which has the logo and the name of the pen there on the outside. And then what's really cool is you can see that the padding, the foam that's inside, let's see if I can open this without spilling everything everywhere, looks like the surface of the moon. So I thought that was a nice little touch to go with the space theme of the space pen. And then underneath, in this little clamshell case, you get the, let's see if I can fish it out of there. Let me set that pen down for just a moment. You get a little paper that has the guarantee or the warranty from the maker. And then it also includes a little bit of the history of the Fisher Space Pen. And then you see here a little order form so you can order new ink cartridges. So it's kind of a nice little gift package, comes all in one. Once again, Big Mondo, thanks very much for the gift. This pen is awesome. Now, if you have seen any of my previous EDC videos, you've probably heard me say that I do not carry a pen, and up until the point at which I received this space pen, that was true. I did not carry a pen on me. And I will put that back in there off camera because I'm having trouble. So I'll put that off to the side. I did not carry a pen as part of my EDC. Typically, I would use my phone to make notes. There were a few exceptions where I did need a pen. One of the things I'm really bad about, and this is just an example that comes off the top of my head, is that if you're ever heading to a friend's house for a birthday or an anniversary or something, I am the classic procrastinator in that a lot of times I'll go run and grab a card on the way to the event. And it's not that I'm not thinking of the person in advance, it's just one of those things that a lot of times it just works out that, I get in the car, I go drive, and on the way there I'll pick up a card. So if it's someone's birthday, oftentimes I'll get that birthday card on the way to their place if there's a party or if we're meeting somewhere. And I typically try and keep a couple pens in the glove box of my car. Sometimes they disappear. They make their way out of my car. I can't find a pen. My wife and I are driving somewhere. We need to sign a card, and we cannot find a pen between us. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen, and that will be all but eliminated with this fella that I've got now. I'm carrying this with me all the time. And other instances, a lot of times you're at the store, you go to make a purchase, you have to sign, you swipe your credit card, and some of the stores want you to sign the receipt, and the cashier doesn't have a pen handy, and it's just nice to always have a pen on you. And I was aware of that, the convenience of having a pen, but for whatever reason, I still kind of stuck to my guns. I didn't carry it. I was trying to keep my EDC light. And this does add a little bit of bulk to my EDC. In addition to this pen, I've also been carrying a small Moleskine, however you pronounce it, little notebook, just a few pages on it, just something small. I slip this in with my wallet in one pocket, and then this also sits in that same pocket, slips down the side. But it is very convenient. I love it, and I don't think I'll ever be without it. I'm really happy with it. And so I'm really pleased that someone kind of pushed it on me a little bit. Mondo, thanks for that, because if you hadn't, I would probably not be carrying one of these for a long, long time. And now that I've got it, I just don't know how I could live without it. It's so small and convenient and useful. So it breaks down to about 4 inches. It might be a little bit less than 4 inches when it's closed. And when it's open, the way that it's designed, the cap, the one end doesn't slip that far over the body of the pen to where it actually comes out to be about 5 inches, maybe a little bit longer. So it turns out to be a full-size pen once you open it, which is a really cool design. Super smooth, there's no sharp edges, there's nothing pointy, there's nothing that's going to grab on your clothes or anything else in your EDC or in your pockets. So very convenient, very expertly designed. Seems very heavy duty. It does write right away. So, you know, as soon as you get it out, you don't have to sit there and kind of scribble to get it started. It seems to just kick right in every time I pick it up and write with it. And I'm really excited to have that as part of my EDC, and you should probably see this in all of my EDC videos going forward, unless I lose it, in which case I'll probably buy another. So that is the Fisher Space Pen Model 400B, and that was a gift from my good friend Big Mondo G1 on Instagram. Thank you very much for that, buddy. I really appreciate it. So let me set that little fella off to the side, and then what you see before you is a package from Amazon. The only thing is, I did not order this. I believe this came from a friend of mine online on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm going to open this up and take a look just because I'm not 100% sure that that's what it is. My wife and I do order from Amazon, and you know, we order fairly often, but I would think if I ordered something I would have remembered it. So let's have a peek in here. If it is from who I think it is, I think I know precisely what it is. And I do. This is exactly what I was guessing it was. So now I can go ahead and spill the beans. This comes from a good friend online, both on YouTube and on Instagram, who goes by the name KnifeTex. So if you are on either of those, you know, either of those website services, apps, check out KnifeTex. He's a really great guy. He's got some great photos. He's got some great videos. He doesn't have a lot of videos up on his YouTube, but what's there is all quality. And he's bringing out new videos fast and furious. They're funny, they're clever, and he's really well spoken. He's got a nice, clear way of speaking on camera, and his videos are very enjoyable. So if you haven't checked him out already, please do so. And you know, if you like what you see, then definitely subscribe. So let me focus in here on this. You see, it says Mora. I don't know how you want to pronounce that. Mora Craft Line, Mora Knife Craft Line Q511, made in Sweden. And we have a little sheath, and then in the sheath is a beautiful Mora knife. And I got my light's kind of bad today, so I don't know how well that's going to focus in. Made in Sweden, carbon steel. And that is a beautiful fixed blade plastic handle, a little finger guard right here. Now this is, first of all, thank you, KnifeTex. Thank you so much for this knife. That is super cool, and you crack me up. Your videos are so funny, and your photos as well. You and Fort Worth Glock guy just slay me sometimes with all your back and forth. The reason that I have this knife in front of me is that it came up in conversation. We were talking about, I don't recall if it was on a video or a photo, and forgive me, KnifeTex, for not remembering. I think it was on a photo. And he was showing one of his Mora fixed blades, and I do not own one. I know they're very inexpensive. I know that they're very handy, very useful, and many knife enthusiasts own them. I don't have a lot of fixed blades in general, as a lot of you who are familiar with my channel already know. They don't get carried by me that often. I have a few that I use around the house or in the yard, but this is just something that for whatever reason I just never got around to buying it. So I think KnifeTex saw that was a crime of some kind and decided that he was going to right a wrong, and he was very generous and just up and decided to send me this. Now, he mentioned the other day, he sent me a message through YouTube and he said, hey, I wanted to send you a little small gift through the mail. Please send over your mailing address. And I sent him my address right away. I was very excited. And I thought to myself, I said, I bet I know what he's going to send me. I think I was thinking to myself, you know, he kind of thought it was probably crazy that I didn't already own one of these, and thought that he would correct that right away by sending one along. Right off the bat, very comfortable handle. Very comfortable. And that little finger guard definitely keeps your finger from slipping up on the blade, which, imagine if you were plunging into something kind of tough, you know, that's really going to prevent you from coming to any sort of harm. Really high grind on that large bevel that you see there. And I think that goes right down, that looks like it goes right down to the cutting edge. A lot of you that already own one of these are probably looking at this video saying, well, duh, but I'm not super familiar with these. Beautiful blade. Very well designed. I like the feel of it. Carbon steel. It's got this, I don't know if that's going to focus in. There you can kind of see it. It's got sort of this weird, rough, sort of unfinished look to the spine of the blade. And it is carbon steel, so I imagine that this has the potential to discolor or patina over time, which is actually pretty cool. But that is super slick. Really nice and thin, but you can tell that it's very sturdy, stout, and probably quite a strong knife. I can't wait to put this through its paces. I'm going to start using this around the house right away and see how I like it. And don't know if I'll come back with a review, but I'll probably at least do a follow-up video of some kind, just kind of talking about my experience with it. You'll probably all see some photos on Instagram. Comes with this sheath that I showed earlier. Clicks into place, so it locks in. And it's got sort of a, you've got some belt loop action on here, so you can affix that to your belt or maybe strap it to a pack or you know, whatever you have as you're going hiking, camping, out on the trail. That is awesome. That is so cool. I'm so excited. I feel almost kind of guilty for not owning one earlier, especially because now that I've got one in my hands, you know, I really like the feel of it, the look of it, everything. So thank you so much to Knife Techs for this beautiful Mora fixed blade. You'll definitely be hearing more from me on this, and you'll see some photos for sure on my Instagram. And a big thank you to Big Mondo G1 for the beautiful Fisher Space Pen. So these are two gifts that were just completely unexpected. Both of these came out of the blue, and both just really awesome from a couple of really great guys. Again, if you aren't following either of these two on Instagram, I'll put the names on the screen here so that you can check them out. But definitely check them out on Instagram. And if you're not already subscribed to Knife Techs on YouTube, give his channel a look. And like I always say, if you like what you see, then definitely show him some support and subscribe. Thanks, guys, for these great gifts. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.